death.
Adolfo, it was like you with that
here we
lady.
go. Welcome, everybody. We are Gotham After Dark. I am DM Discretion. We have Artemis, Crimson Sage, Fortune Teller, Emerald, Twitch, and Noctem today with us.
My God.
All right, so let's get this party started here. I'm gonna use some, hopefully, some music that won't copyright it. Because it's going to be a party atmosphere for everybody.
No. Just try not to get you. Keep bugging me.
A second here. I don't know if you guys can hear anything that I've just played, but. Make sure that our audio is clear, and it is. Lower this a little bit more.
Make sure you can hear it over Twitch too, because
yeah, that's what I was just doing. So we can hear everything. I can hear the audio. I can hear you guys. I can hear myself. We are good to go. So I will start with the smaller of the two groups. We have two groups. We have Noctem and Fortune Teller. They had evacuated back to the penthouse after dispersing, or not dispersing, but they had taken on the sewage behemoth. Can't even call it a water behemoth, but the sewage behemoth in the lower west side intersection. The larger of the two groups, which was Crimson Sage, Emerald, and Twitch, and we will blink in Artemis there. So Artemis will be, he will be blinked in, and he is with them doing damage control because there is a large sinkhole that is encompassing most of the intersection of that street, plus a good portion of the block going towards the river. There are injuries. There are cars that have been swallowed into the sinkhole. People are. There's a general state of panic right now. A lot of onlookers, people, the business owners that are coming out. They're closing up. Shuttering their gates, trying to sweep out and clear out all the sewage that did get in. There are basement apartments that were flooded that had to be evacuated, and it's a general sense that the structures immediately to the left and right of the larger sinkhole could potentially be damaged, so they're not structurally sound as people are being evacuated from there. Fortune Teller and Noctem, you had released Fortune Teller from your void. In that time, Fortune Teller, obviously you were in stasis. When you come out, the disorientation is immediate, and you're preparing your psychic defenses. However, tell me what you're doing once you come out of this.
Well, I'm a little bit crispy right now.
And then there's that.
So basically, I don't want no one to touch me. So okay. I'm just gonna tell them to don't touch me.
He comes out extra. He's like, yumping you, this is a burning sensation. Sorry, I had to do it. You don't sound like that. I apologize.
So I'm gonna say, just leave me be.
So the medics are they. Noctem had already alerted everyone to his arrival, so they were awaiting you. They were awaiting you guys. So the medical team, they immediately started coalescing against you, and you're like, "Get away!" Leave me be.
Let me ask you a question.
And
So,
so knocked
in
him.
this-
The lead, your doctor, which is the one of the two that are still remaining. The other one is still in a medically induced coma. He looks at you. He's like, "Sir, are you?" He's looking between the two of you, like for guidance. He's like, "Are you sure? You look really. This looks really bad."
who he's talking to? Me?
You.
I'm fine.
He's talking to you, but he's going between you and Noctum, because Noctum is
fine.
Noctum's in charge because Emerald's not here.
So I'm gonna look around this room. What do they have in this room right now?
You tell Noctum, walk him through what's in the room.
Where are we at this moment?
Where did you teleport to? You are back at the penthouse. Did you teleport to the medical facility or?
Yeah, medbay
Mm-hmm.
would make the most sense, considering the circumstances.
So walk him through what he's seeing.
What are you looking for? It's a medical area.
Well, he's just
They're gonna
looking
do
around.
people-
So
I'm looking for. I'm kind of hungry, so I'm looking
Oh,
for
okay. So
like,
you're
a
looking-
refrigerator.
he's looking
Yeah,
for.
that's not in the medbay. That's a whole other area.
He's trying to Celine this, and look for blood packs.
No matter what, I got them in my room. So I'm gonna say, just let me clean up.
It's like, sorry, those burns look very extensive. It's like I'd say they were beyond third degree.
And I look at this. I look at the doc, and I go, "Leave him be."
So I'm gonna look at him. I'm like, okay, I'll be all right. And I'm gonna go to my room. I'm just gonna go into a meditative state for like, say, 10 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
which will give me enough time to heal up. And then I'm gonna suit up,
Okay.
black on black.
As you're leaving the room, your danger sense doesn't kick in. However, you get that prickly feeling on on the parts of your skin that aren't burnt. Turning to look towards Noctum, he's casting that shadow against the wall, and you could see its eyes and this big empty smile, and then it goes back into his shadow.
You're gonna have a real hard time, dude. That thing, I'm telling you, you're fucked. I'm gonna tell him just like that. Turn around and go to my room.
You can take that however you want, but he's that's exactly the look he gives you. Essentially, he's looking at you and then beyond and then past you. You turn and you don't see anything. You obviously didn't hear anything, but his final words as he leaves the room echo. You know, it leaves a tension in the air as the doctor's like, what does he mean by that?
Wave them off. I have a suspicion of what he's talking about.
Okay. Well, I'll be in my office. Okay. What, if anything, I already know what Fortune Teller's doing. What, if anything, are you doing at this point?
Back to my original plan set, which involved the Hydra-headed logic bomb.
Okay. That'll be done within the hour.
All right. I want to get that deployed and in system. For any other.
By the way,
future intrusions.
I want to make sure that. Hold on a second. Just wanted to remind the group that as of right now, damn it, stupid fucking ads. I've been lazy on downloading sounds to my thing here. All right, here we go. The countdown is officially at 1 hour till the deadline that you were given. Just as a reminder. The logic bomb is going to be done within the hour. It'll beat the countdown timer by about, they estimate maybe about 10 minutes going in your head. You know what the countdown timer is for the threat, the terror threat in exchange for the release of the Shepherd, and the timing that your tech team gave you for that logic bomb. Give or take 10 or 15 minutes.
All right, I'm also going to check in with, what's her name again? Yeah, I'm going to reach out to Laura Zabo again.
Okay, remind everybody who Laura Zabo is to you.
Laura Zabo is the contact within the U.S. Army regarding the containment of the two supers.
Mm-hmm. She was a lieutenant, correct?
You didn't give me her rank.
Oh, okay. So she is a lieutenant.
Okay.
What's the name of that fort again? The one Brooklyn?
Fort Hamilton.
Fort Lee?
Fort Hamilton.
Oh, Fort Hamilton.
No, Fort Lee is a town in New Jersey.
Yeah, it is. Brain is not fully operating.
Okay. You actually get her. They patch you through. She said, this is Lieutenant Zabo. Zabo, excuse me. This is Lieutenant Zabo. Mr. Noctum. Or Agent. Is it Mr. or Agent? I don't know if you're still active.
Mr. will be fine.
Okay, so Mr. Noctum, do you have any news, any updates? We don't have, is this the facility that you've requested is still being worked on. We have an ETA of maybe an hour or so, and we're pushing it.
Be advised, you don't have to bring the containment unit to me. I can make my way out to the containment unit once I know that they're both ready.
Okay, so they've what they've done, just for context. She says, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page here. The containment unit was broken down to accommodate the two prisoners that you have contained within your power. We've been able to retrofit two armored trucks. Using the components from the larger containment unit, we broke it down to be able to fit into the backs of two separate trucks. Are you going to be able to manage that?
As long as I know where they're at, I can get to them.
We'll have them on base. We were going to bring them to you, but if you can bring them to us, that would be even better. She's like, hello?
Copy.
Hello?
Copy.
I can't. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
She's like, I can't.
I immediately check comms and see if there's interference.
Yes, there is. Problem is, it's coming from your own equipment. There's a field that your equipment is now generating that isn't harmful to you, but it's acting in its own. It's acting like a partial. It's interfering with your signal, your external signals, your comms. Excuse me.
All right, I will disconnect the call immediately and start rooting that out.
Okay. That same diagnostic that I gave you,
Mm-hmm.
it still applies.
I know.
It's within
That's what I'm concerned with.
it's within your harnesses. It's within the rate's tolerances. However, there's a feedback loop being generated from the extended use.
Of course.
These are things that you didn't anticipate, because
Right.
obviously you didn't. Let's just say, and I'm taking some liberties here. As of this point, extended use of the harness was not on your scheduled testing phases. So
No.
you know that it can work. You know that it does work, but you had not anticipated having the harness in operation for this length of time. Only because it's still experimental. You're still studying it. You're still trying to suss out what else you can do with it, and whether or not all the fail-safes that you have in place are going to hold, considering the power source.
Right. And considering the power source, there's no boosting the power. That's not the issue.
Yes.
Um,
You're not even draining a percent of your power source. It's probably like maybe a 1/1000th of a percent that you're able to take from this power source in order to use your harness currently in its current state, which isn't exerting it at all. You're
Right.
only holding your own form, and you're holding them in the void, which technically you should be able to, like I said, it's all within tolerances.
but there are little
These little
inconsistent-
glitches are starting to annoy you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to tell you how you feel. I'm going to say
Oh, they are annoying.
they're annoying.
Don't
Okay,
get me wrong.
so then we're on the same page.
Yeah. This is not the time to have glitches and problems and uncertain things happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I've already done the diagnostics, so now I don't have much else to go on. Energy field that you mentioned on the comms equipment.
Mm-hmm. It's only extending maybe about the field itself is affecting your equipment because the equipment is on you. So your comms aren't necessarily through your wraith, unless I'm wrong.
No, the comms are not through the Wraith.
Okay.
That's a separate. I have a wrist computer.
Right. So anything that isn't specifically tied to your wraith, there is it's registering additional power. However, it's creating micro pulses. So it looks like a steady stream, but once you start digging into it and you're looking at it, it's like micro pulsing. So it's like power surges that are happening at such speeds that it looks like a steady current.
Okay. So it's a wavelength issue. It's a frequency issue. I will take a moment to see what my options are for countering that. Balancing it out, maybe creating a...
The only obvious one would be to shut down the wraith. Anything else is going to require you to actually do some hard diagnostics. But even the hard diagnostics would require you to take the wraith offline.
Right, and I can't do that until I get these things out into better containment.
Yep. At the rate of progression, you do the math quickly. At the rate of progression, you give it before it becomes evident and it starts growing exponentially beyond the tolerances of the equipment outside of the wraith. You guesstimate maybe it's within 20-30 minutes before you have to either take the external equipment off of you or turn it off. That would be your comm and your wrist computer, or you just they will Either there's two possibilities. They will go offline as if they're being hit by electromagnetic an EMP, or you just take them offline until
Right.
you can fix whatever is happening.
Which would take me out of comms.
Correct.
Okay. All right. There's nothing I can do about that until I get these two pictures. Meantime, continue to prep on that. Let me see what's up. This is in my notes. Okay, that's done. Which is out with his vehicle, right?
Yes.
Okay. I reach out to Twitch real quick via base communications.
Okay. So strangely enough, Twitch, you get a base communique from Noctum. Odd, because he does have active comms, but his active comms signal, it seems to be there's some frequency separation there, almost as if it's being jammed. It looks to you on your end like it's being jammed, like there's an attempt to jam it.
So I pick him up on the line and ask him, "Are you being jammed or something?"
There's some active interference. There's a problem I'm dealing with my own system that I'm making use of.
Electronic warfare is my specialty. Want me to help you figure it out?
Won't be able to do anything with it until I get these creatures out. They're part of the problem.
Oh man, hold
Y'all
on.
heard me?
No, I couldn't hear you. There was something wrong with my headset. Trying to fix it.
as if the game came to life. That is scary.
That's it. Say something again?
Testing
my
1
headset
2.
is
Testing 1 2. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I gotta raise you up. It's something.
Is it me
came low for
or?
some reason. No. It's me. It's me.
Oh, okay.
There we go. There we go. All right. Now I can hear you. Somehow my volume went down.
The problem is these two creatures I have in my body. Until I get them out, I can't do much of anything, and they are going to continue to be a problem.
Oh, all right. So what's up?
Definitely want to take a look at your transport. Make sure everything is clear.
They were cleaning it out, so it's still in the garage downstairs.
Copy. I'll go take a look. If I can get in.
You should be able to get in.
Hazmat's still doing their thing, aren't they?
Yes. They're just
So
they're taking extra precautions considering the source.
Okay. It's going to be a minute. Hazmat is busy with it still.
All right.
Can you show me? Do you have access to the log files of what you saw when you checked out your systems?
Yeah, I shared that with you.
All right.
You have all that.
Okay, Lou, I will spend some time going over that stuff
Mm-hmm.
because really I'm waiting to hear from the lieutenant. I'll take a moment to go and grab a half-mask respirator to have one.
Okay. And you're gonna head down to the garage?
No, not yet because they're still working on it. So I'm not
Okay.
going into a hazmat zone right now.
Okay. All right. So I will then move over to the other group. And the situation is disgusting. The smell in the area is it's as if you're bathing in a toilet that hasn't been flushed in 30 years.
Oh my God.
The civilians are everywhere. I mean, Sage is just He can't smell anything. The amount of shit that's on him right now, he's already used to the stench, and yeah, he's not getting that out anytime soon. He's gonna have to take a lot of bubble baths. Tell me, walk me through what you guys are doing, if anything, and then we can take it from there. Let's start with Sage.
Okay, so as soon as everything gets cleared, everybody gets cleared, I'm making my way back to base.
Okay,
'Cause
and how are you doing that? Just walk me through it. You're gonna walk because it's a long walk.
I'm gonna take my pace and get there, because I'm not gonna get into a car. I'm not gonna go on a bike. I'm just gonna run over there.
How far are we away? Where are we exactly at? In the city?
You're in the Lower West Side, around in the teens.
Yeah, it should only take me about 15 minutes to get there.
So you're gonna run it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? He's covered in feces and everything?
He's covered in raw sewage. Yes.
Oh no! You can't go back to base, bro.
Artemis, Emerald, Twitch. Walk me through where you guys are.
All right.
You said there was a sinkhole and people was falling into it.
So the intersection was the epicenter of a sinkhole, and most of one of the streets, the street going from east to west, from this intersection west, about half that block, the entire road had sunk into the sewer below. So it swallowed up cars. It filled with raw sewage, and then about 40-foot behemoth of sewage and sludge had engaged the group. Now they were able to neutralize. You guys were able to neutralize it, as far as you can tell, and it became neutralized as soon as Noctum had teleported away. So discorporate. I don't know what the fuck I'm wearing. It went back into its liquid form and just splashed everywhere. So 40 feet, 30 to 40 feet of raw sewage, thousands and thousands of gallons just splashed right back onto the surface roads and everything else that was caught in the wake of it.
Wasn't it smaller because?
I'm sorry. Yes, it was initially that tall, and then Emerald used a force field trick in order to capture most of the volume. Although she almost put the volume back at the epicenter, and then
and that's when I almost lost my shit. Literally.
And realized
like,
I'm gonna let this go. It's like, wait a minute. I think I'm going to put this near the river. I'm going to find a barge or something to see if I can drop this on there. And then the sewage elemental, let's just call it a sewage elemental, reformed to a smaller height, but still thousands of gallons of this material just splashed everywhere.
So to be honest, I look at Emerald like
you got to quarter off this entire block.
Oh yeah. You got, between you guys and the NYPD, most of the onlookers are any witnesses. And by the way, it's early morning, so it's not. We're not talking about full Manhattan populations. We're talking about early risers and people going to work. So at most in the area, you're talking maybe about 30 to 40 people, and then you have the residents that are in the buildings that were either caught in the wake or in the immediate vicinity. Two of the buildings, there was structural damage because of the sinkhole that they had to be evacuated. So there's
if there's anybody, people in the cars, rescue missions.
Thankfully,
tape it off, people.
I'm sorry. Thankfully, Sage had already had made that happen prior to the behemoth arriving. So you guys are in the clear as far as like those types of operations. That's already taken care of, and that's catching you up. Everybody else is aware.
All right, groovy. Sage can't go to base. He's in raw sewage.
Yeah. So
That man
if
can
you're
have
gonna do
he can have
anything before Sage leaves, this is the time to do it, and whether it be
Sage.
talking on comms or whatever.
You can't go back to the base. Sage.
Sage?
He's unmuting.
Why can't I go back to decontaminate at the base?
Because you're totally contaminated in freaking raw sewage.
So that's why I'm going back to the base.
No,
Decontaminate.
stay here because we have a containment unit here that can contain you, and not to mention get you cleaned up before you go back to the base. Stay here.
They're right now busy with that corpse.
There is
No,
no
the corpse is fine.
there is no more corpse anymore.
So
No, I know that.
So there's
So
no more
they-
corpse. Stay here. The containment, the hazmat team will take care of you, clean you up, get you out of raw sewage, give you the needles and the shots that you need, so that way you'll be okay.
I mean, does the hazmat team have that capability?
Yes, they do. I called in a favor.
Ask
Yes,
the
they
GM.
do.
The hazmat team is now unbusy because they were too busy running for their lives because that water behemoth was essentially
Block away.
moving in their direction. So they had to abandon the scene. And then when it discorporated, all that sewage just washed away any evidence.
Hold on. How was it moving on in their direction when
It was moving in their direction.
Fortune Teller was moving away from the scene and it was following him?
Yeah, he was moving towards the river.
Yeah, that was nowhere near the scene of
Yes, it was.
where the
So I'll paint you a picture. Where the school was in the center of that street. Where the sinkhole was to the right. That's going east. That's where it started. It then moved west, which would take it in the direct path of both the school and the hazmat team. So when all of that liquid was dumped, it didn't all flow back into the sewer. It went everywhere. Therefore, it covered pretty much most of that street. Street, buildings, everything that was on the ground level, right up until maybe about 4 feet before it all started to cycle back into the drain.
All right. So to the original question,
Yes.
Is the hazmat team equipped to be?
The hazmat team is on site. They do have they can work to decontaminate you, and they have the. Artemis is correct in that they would be able to administer tetanus shots. They have that, which is absolutely what they're recommending that you get.
Considering I'm talking about the cleaning part.
Oh, the
Yes,
cleaning
they
part. Yeah, they can get most of it off of you. You're still gonna have a smell. You're still gonna be a little stinky.
I don't care about the smell. I can get switch out. I'm just talking about what I have on me. Can they clean it off?
Yeah, they can get most of it off, but you would need a full decontamination in order to get everything off.
Heading back to base, but whatever. Just whatever.
Man, everybody's a little testy. See what you did, Fortune Teller? I think you did a psychic spell.
No, just get him cleaned up right now.
All right, so Emerald, anything on your end?
What I'm going to do, because you said that the sewage monster is basically now just one giant puddle. It's no longer a threat, right?
Correct.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if there are any civilians that need assistance, and also try to work with local law enforcement and try to see what I can do to assist. I know you said it's early risers, but there's still people on the street.
Yes.
So I want to see if anybody's hurt, if anybody's injured. So I'm just gonna basically survey the area and do any kind of just basically just make sure there are people that might need assistance. If they need assistance with any kind of ambulance or anything, I try to assist with all rescue services.
Okay. That takes you no time flat. You find the person in charge that has situational authority here from the NYPD, and they're coordinating. You're coordinating with them. There are ambulances that have been called to the site. Those who were severely injured have already been taken away. They can't medevac anybody away because it's in the middle of the street, and the only place to land is now a giant sinkhole. You still have a chopper that's floating about 40 feet up. So, not 40 foot up. It's cleared the building. So, say about 60 to 70 feet and hovering. And the NYPD is telling you that we need to get that. They're trying to order the chopper away, but it won't leave without your command, without your say so.
Yeah, I radio to the pilot and let them know that they can move along.
They're gonna return. They're gonna RT.
As he's ordering that, I tap him. I tap her.
Okay.
Like, don't you think we should just take the ride back home?
Well, you can really take the ride back home. I don't need assistance.
Okay, so I need a lift.
Yeah, so I can fly you back up. I'll fly you back up to the helicopter, so you can go. I'm going to stay around and help with the rescue mission.
I remind her that we're on a timetable. If they have this under control, we really should go to it because I don't know, about an hour or so, we're about to get pegged for all this shit, and I really don't want to be that person.
I understand. I'm still going. I just need 5 minutes.
Okay.
So I'll meet you back at base.
Okay, doke.
So I'll fly. I levitate Twitch back up to the helicopter, and Artemis. If you want to go as well, this would probably be the best time to do so. Get back to base if you'd like, and then I'm just going to see if there's anything I can do local. See if there's anybody that's injured or hurt. See if I can assist briefly with
Lou. I put on the headset. I tap the guy in the back of the helmet and tell him, "Let's go home, Jeeves."
Jump on.
Okay. That leaves Sage. Sage, are you going to be taking this trip with them?
Only if I got the contaminated first.
They were able to scrape off most of it and use whatever chemicals that they needed in order to neutralize some. Like I said, it's enough to get you most of that guck cleaned off of you. You have to remove some of your equipment in order for them to do that. But for the most part, you're essentially pants, boots, and no shirt. So you're just like in the breeze with your slime covered chest open. And your, taco meat is covered with slime.
Oh God!
Yeah, he said his salchichas are burning.
All right, enough. I'm sorry I even said it. I really am.
I leave the side door open as we're flying.
Yes, which is fine. Takes you guys a couple of minutes to get back to the base. It's no time flat when you land at the helipad. I
go straight to the decontamination chamber.
Right. The doctor's waiting for you. He goes through the litany of questions. How do you feel? All right. Did you ingest any of it?
Does decontaminate me?
He's basically he's trying not to McCoy you, but he's just like, I'm just doing my fucking job. Why is everybody yelling at me?
Do you see the day we've had?
It's like I can smell the day you've had, but I'm trying to help.
Okay, then. I get that. So the way you help right now,
did you swallow any of it?
Yeah.
Probably did, Doc. You probably gotta give him a freaking extra tetanus shot. I say that as like a walking bar.
It's like a 30 gauge needle. No.
I pull out a box of Tic Tacs. Here, give him these two.
Tic Tacs.
Tic Tacs.
All right. Everyone's congregated back at the base. Fortune teller, in your meditations, there's an unease There's outside of your body knitting itself together after you imbibe in your healing. What is it? Your healing plasma, aka bag of blood, and the general malaise that you're feeling is just growing.
Plasma. Dog plasma.
There's obviously the countdown that you are all reminded of. Then there's just general feeling that something is that it's your danger sense. It's just like it won't stop. It won't go away.
Nobody can see. So there will be not see.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So I'm gonna look at myself over.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm probably still in a little bit of a process.
Yep.
I'm gonna get fully dressed.
In your bird outfit.
I'll put on a different mask.
I'm just saying it's your outfit. You could tell me if you're wearing it.
Right. No, I'm putting most of it on, but instead of the beak, I have another mask. It just has to be very padded and it's in black and stuff like that. And then it has goggles. Because I always wear like welder's goggles.
Mm-hmm.
That basically is pitch black.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get dressed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna walk out the door, and I'm just gonna feel how strong my danger sense. You know what I'm talking about, Lou?
It's not a Geiger. It's not a Geiger counter. What I'm giving you is essentially.
Is it like just on? Is it just on
it's on and it's nagging you? This is not something that has happened to you. There's a remembered sense of it, but remember, your memory is full of holes. So anytime you try to remember those things, and the parts of your mind that would allow you to understand why this feeling is nagging you, you're just not able to access it right now, and it's giving you a massive headache.
So, one thing I'm gonna do is sense magic.
Okay.
See if I.
It's line of sight, right? And it's doesn't necessarily penetrate through solid objects. So in your immediate vicinity, you don't sense any magic.
Actually, yes, you sense it anywhere it's at within the radius.
Well, so what's the radius?
Give me a second, I'm looking it up.
It's the psychic sense magic, not the magic sense magic.
Oh,
that's why I
says,
espoused that question.
Tells whether it's near 20 feet or far, and follow the emanations to pinpoint their source as a particular place, room, person, or object. The psychic will also be able to sense whether or not an object has magic powers, if a person or item is enchanted under a magic spell. It's 120-foot radius. 2 minutes per level, so I have it for 8 minutes.
Nice.
As a matter of fact, it ain't even 120 feet. So 120, 120.
It's a 120-foot radius.
180. It's 180 feet.
Why is it 180?
Since I'm a mega hero, I get 50%. My range is higher.
Correct. Okay.
Nice.
Steve, what you eating? What did she make you?
Sausage.
Oh, rice with sausage?
Gandulas.
Whoa.
All right, whatever. Rub it in. Rub it in.
Los con gandules con salchicha. Oh, okay.
Mike said it in Spanish.
I mean, it's not like he said it
I love
wrong.
it so much. Nope, you said it right, too.
You said it right.
I mean, he does live in the Bronx.
That's true. All
It had
true.
been-
All true.
It'd have been poor etiquette had he messed that up.
Dude, I have a Dominican home health aide.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's practice Spanish.
Dímelo, loco. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué es lo que qué? Oh.
Tranquilo, Mama Juana.
Tranquilo, papi. Papi, tranquilo. How much ISP have you used thus far?
¿Qué fue?
5 billion and shit.
No, I no lie, I probably used like 150.
Because I have 208 here. So how much have you regained in your meditation? It hasn't even been an hour.
Yeah, so I've maybe regained 6.
Meditating? I thought meditating is double what you do in a day. No, in an hour.
Yeah, but it hasn't been an hour. All right, so what I will do, I will keep it to 200 used thus far in everything that you've done up until this point. Now,
It was just like the regular magic, sense magic. So, yeah. So,
all right, what do you want, a fucking cookie? We read it. We got it.
Palladium isn't very imaginative.
I actually fished my book out from the mothballs, so I was able to look at it.
I just started. He opened the door and was like, "Oh, this."
Nah, seriously, there's a flurry of bats that came out of that shit.
Wow.
It's crazy. All right. Opening yourself up to sensing magic.
Pause.
All right, with the pauses. Now, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. It's not any of what you're thinking or implying. And there's something there, and it's not something that you've sensed ever. It has something there. It's one of those things like if you get like a tickle in your throat and you just can't get it out. You no matter how much you try to clear your throat, and it's not in this room, but it's within your radius.
So I'm gonna go back to where Noctum was last.
Okay.
See if I find him.
Well, Noctum is still in the lab, and they're still working, and that sense is coming from him.
I'm gonna stand, not being there. I'm gonna stand there and just go, "Hey,
You're hurting. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Hey, yumpin' you mini.
The rest of the team had arrived, so you guys will be able to converge either on the lab without Sage. Sage is going to decon, and Emerald is still not present. So, fortune teller calls to you from across the room, Noctum. And everyone turns because the general sense of fortune teller is one of unease from the staff. Considering how you almost killed everybody.
I turn and I look at him. Yes.
how you feeling?"
Not how I'm feeling, it's what I'm dealing. I'm sure you have an idea of what.
My friend, you're like a beacon in the light.
Well, would you like me to turn off the system and these things come running out rampantly?
Now, I don't know that he has those things in him.
Yeah, everybody. Actually, everybody does.
Oh, okay.
Everybody knows, yeah.
Well,
All right. Let me correct that. You know that he has one. He's now telling you that there's more. You're now discovering that there's more.
I'm gonna tell him to say, "You want to go to another place and you want to let him out and not hold him down?"
If we're having trouble with whatever it is that's latched onto me. What makes you think you can take on two of these things? They are absolutely inhuman and destructive beyond all measure. Take any chances.
We're all on comms, I'm assuming.
No, we're
No,
talking
we're all in the
each other
same room.
direct.
No, they're talking in the same room. This isn't on comms.
Just asking.
Gotcha.
I look at the two of them talking. I'm like, I shrug, like I got nothing.
Yeah, you came into some Mexican standoff somehow. Two people are standing on opposite ends of the room, talking across the room, with at least a half dozen technicians and operators not working, just looking between the two of them.
Sweating.
Just
They're all sweating.
like, what is happening right now?
So how much of that conversation did I catch?
You catch the tail end of it.
So I asked him, "You guys all right? What's going on? We're not gonna get pushed through windows again, are we?"
I'm not going to even pay attention to him. I'm going to say, whatever it is, you're in danger, man. You're,
So which danger should I worry about more? Danger that I'm in, or the danger that everyone else is in?
then we need to get these people out of here. We need to help you because you got first thing what's emanating off of you is not a normal thing.
You think I don't know that, fortune teller? I made this system. I made all these systems. I know exactly when something is not right. This is not the time for me to cut and run or tell everybody to run away while I try to save myself.
It ain't about if you want to help people, you got to first fix the situation that's going on, whatever's happening with you. Especially you have a alter ego inside of you, not inside, but around you.
What I have is an interference issue that I haven't figured out yet. You tell me it's an entity? Okay, stand. Unless you have a plan of action that will involve getting these horrendously powerful supernatural creatures under control so that I can turn the system off, figure out what the problem is, and correct it, nothing can be done. I'll just have to deal with this.
Say again.
I'm just looking back and forth. I look back and forth. I look at my gun, and I shrug like I got nothing.
Well, it's on you. Turn around and walk away.
And then I get back to work.
Okay, Artemis, you're there as well. I'm
just sitting down here just listening.
Okay. So there seems to be, you notice, not so much Twitch because he's not focused on people as much as he is the process. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, Twitch.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I can help.
You notice a collective exhale in that room. There is a heavy tension when a fortune teller leaves.
Peace, you got nothing on it.
People exhale, a couple people fart. Oh God, thank you.
Yeah, not that kind of exhale. It's more
I don't know
attic.
that
It's more
exhale out
attic
of-
and less basement.
Why?
But yeah, there's a serious tension. You've worked with Noctum. You've never really seen him as tense as he is right now, and you've been in battles with him. Before and after this suit, but this suit thing is really, walk me through how long you guys have all been working as a team here for about a year, So you've had that suit for about a year, yes, Noctum? And people have seen you use it, more or less. If
Mikey,
you're talking, you're on mute.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I had to respond to
No.
what happened.
So you guys have been working together for collectively for a year. So every one of the main team members is fully aware of most of the capabilities, at least the ones that you choose to show, right? Like the shadow stepping and all that stuff. So Artemis is familiar with your abilities for the most part. Okay.
Yeah.
The thing that you do know, that you're all taking note of, is that Noctum is becoming a lot more irritable, and there's a prevailing thought among the staff that it's because he's been in that form for longer than he has ever.
You can't come out the form now?
Essentially, he's been in that form for over 24 hours.
He's holding the prisoners inside.
Sage, I need you guys to pay attention to Roll20 chat, because I am sending you guys occasional whispers with dialogue or questions and shit. So just keep that in mind.
Hold on.
You don't have to answer me verbally. Just if you can.
No. No, I wasn't even looking at the chat. I'm asking you a question.
Go ahead.
How can Noctum have been holding on to that form over 24 hours when he turned it on after we received notice that we only had 12?
Yeah, he hasn't held it for that long.
Okay.
He hasn't held it for a year.
I stand corrected. However it shapes out, whether it's 24 or 12, this is the longest he's held that form.
Yeah.
No, that's understood, but that does count, though.
I'm not disagreeing with you. This is not me disagreeing with you. This is me just amending my original statement from 24 to 12. Short burst is typically what he uses this for. And again, if I'm talking out of turn, Noctum, please correct me.
No, it works. It fits. Like, this is not, I mean, usually it's, get to the location, activate the limbo, capture the target, deliver target, system off. There hasn't been any serious long-term usage. 12 hours?
He has supernatural monsters inside of him?
Yep.
Inside the field?
There are 2 supernatural creatures in the void. 2 highly dangerous, catastrophically stupid.
Is there anything I could do to help you, bro?
Okay.
Find a way to kill him.
Well, I want to kill Noctum.
Huh?
You didn't find a way to.
You didn't send me a message, did you?
I did in Roll20 chat.
Where? 'Cause I can't find it.
You're not looking at the chat because it was a direct message.
I'm looking at the chat. I don't see it.
So refresh it, because I know I sent it.
Find a way to either banish these creatures or kill them.
But I don't even know what they are. The
Maybe
only
you
one
get a
who knows,
description.
the only one that knows what they truly are, from what I understand, is Sage. And all he says is that light can destroy them. So I mean,
that's shallow. What?
the only thing I can think of is get Emmy to flash them,
Pretty much.
and then the fun way.
Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Sage, you're now in back at the lab where everyone is. There is an audible gasp when you enter the room. However, people are still trying to maintain some level of professionalism. It's like, oh, he smells like ass and dick. No, I'm just kidding. They don't say that out loud. But.
Out loud.
You caught the tail end of that, Sage, by the way.
Hold on, because I'm still trying to get to the direct message.
Don't worry about it. We're past that. It had to do with where you were in relation to finishing the decontamination. Whether you were going back to your room to change, or you're just heading back to the lab. So rather than focus any more attention on that, we'll move to you went back to the lab. You can always go back to your room and change into another outfit.
No, I'm going to change. I'm not going to then go to the lab.
Okay. So either way, you came in at the tail end of that conversation.
Listen. What I've been trying to explain to you guys is that this is a multifaceted thing. From my experience with these creatures, this is not just a bio hazard or a bioengineered. This has also levels of magic or mysticism included in it. It's unlike anything I've ever encountered, and believe me, I've encountered quite a bit. What makes them so dangerous is the frightening speed of the host body changing. Like any of this getting on any of us will immediately start the change process. I think the supernatural aspect is what's taking a toll on you, and it's obvious, Noctum. How much longer can you hold them, do you, in your estimate? Because we don't want to make this into an absolute worst case scenario where we lose you and then we have to confront these two things. Now, I'm confident in my ability, but I still don't want to take down these kids. And not to mention, we're still missing two of them. And we have what, 50 minutes left?
Look, I know you don't want to take out these kids or nothing, but I mean, gone is gone. Look at them. Unless you know there's a way to cure them.
I don't know. That's the issue. I don't know if Emerald can shine her light, her UV light on them, and dissipate the bio what do you call it? The biohazard from them. Like literally taking a vampire into the sunlight and the vampire not dying, but dissipating the vampire aspect. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if that would work or if it can work. When I last encountered these things, we really didn't have the time to test any of this, and not to mention there's a whole bunch of other stuff, but we'll get to that eventually. But anyway, getting back to this here, we need to figure out something about the last two, because if any of these contaminants hit the population, it's going to get chaotic really quick.
All right, so look, I pull out
the police, the FBI, the CIA, none of them have the capabilities or the manpower to deal with them.
Lou, man, I pull off the footage.
I stand up abruptly. All right, enough. We can talk about it and talk about it and talk about it, but what are the solutions? If we have to kill them, we'll have to kill them. I've already made arrangements to have them transferred to a containment facility, both of them. Once I transfer to the containment facility, I can look into the issues I'm dealing with the system.
Okay, so how about this, Noctum?
And I hold up a hand.
How about this?
Kids. I hold up a hand as you start talking. How about finding the kids? There's enough of us here to do all the things we need to do.
All right, so who do we have left? We got the little Asian chick, and who's this dude that we just brought home?
The little white kid?
Hold on. Yeah. Let me check my notes real quick.
Emerald.
Yeah.
At a certain point, the mayor's liaison arrives. He's talking with the field commander, and
Oh.
they point to you, and he comes over. He's wearing his galoshes because they're still trying to scoot this. Like the sanitation now came in, and they're trying. I forgot what those trucks are called. They're sanitation trucks, that they have those specialized hoses that that can suck out the sewage, and they're working through that. A lot of noise, and it's, excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, the HVAC trucks.
Yes. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
This guy's from the mayor's office. Really wants to speak with you. It's like, if you follow me, please.
Okay. And I'll walk over.
Okay.
Or more like I levitate over because I'm used to always a kind of lofty.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on over. Yes. Is it David?
It's not.
Okay.
He's like, Miss Emerald.
Yes.
He's like, Barry Becker. I'm liaison to the mayor's office, and the deputy mayor has asked me to come down and get an assessment from you. He's busy, and he leans and he's like, he's keeping the mayor from losing her shit. So let's try to make a good show of this. And he hands you a piece of paper with a number.
Okay. I look at the number. Is it a phone number?
It's a phone number, yeah.
I say, thank you, Mr. Becker, you said it was?
Yes, Barry Becker. People call me BB, but never mind. And then he walks back to his car.
Got it in my notes. Thank you. I said, thank you, thank you, Mr. Becker. I appreciate it.
Like, good luck. He's like, get me the fuck out of here. It stinks like ass.
Oh, Lou, real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. From base comms, I'm going to reach back out to Lieutenant Sabo
Okay.
and, reestablish contact. Know that we have a random issue on the.
All right, let me finish off with Emerald, and I'll come back to you. All right.
All right, cool.
All right.
Right. Am I allowed to make phone calls through my comm? No, I don't think so. I just think use a regular phone.
You can make. You tell me. You guys have the tech. I'm giving you. I'm giving you a wide berth to tell me what you have, and then if it doesn't fit,
that's something that we're capable of doing.
Yeah.
That's something that you fitted our head mics to do.
Voice over IP, yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so yeah, I make the phone call. I look at the number and I make the phone call.
Okay. So it rings a couple of times, and then on the other end, you get something fumbling. He's like, I'm sorry, ma'am. This is my mother. She's very worried. And hi, Mom. I'm really busy right now. I can't. Oh, hold on, ma'am. I'll just a couple of minutes. She's like, hurry the fuck up. And the door closes. It's like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Hey, apparently there was an attack on the city by some giant
He's like,
creature.
I know what the fuck just happened. It's all over fucking YouTube. It's like, what is going on?
I don't know what it is what caused it. I just know that I had to find a way to dispose of it, and all of it is all over the city. My team was there to help contain the situation, and I was able to use my abilities to try to diminish the damage, any further damage that happened. I'm currently, and we're down to the wire. We're still trying to figure out.
Get the kids.
Found two. I did not. I had my office contact you, and we found another one of the victims.
That's great.
Nobody called.
But there are 4 missing. Did you find the other 2?
No, we still haven't found the other 2.
So we have an
Look.
hour before this stupid deadline. So the mayor's freaking out.
Look,
She says she's about to ask the governor to call in the National Guard and GSTF in this. It's like we're losing control.
my team has been on this case for the last 12 hours, and we've accomplished a lot in those 11. Unfortunately, there's been extingent circumstances that has made this situation not as cut and dry as I would like to have had it. If not for my team, this situation probably would have gotten worse. I'm doing everything that you asked me to do.
What do you need from us to make this happen?
I'm actually stuck on this question.
That's hilarious.
I said,
he's just like, wait, you're offering to help?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Then now you're gonna help. Then there's
right.
Anyway.
What I need is as many eyes and ears as possible that could get us as close to the situation to finding these 2. And once we do that,
he's like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Look, I'm out here in the streets. Let me convene with my team.
Oh my God! Okay. How many times are you gonna say that? I get it. You have a team. Where's your team? I don't see anybody there. It's like you guys are on the news. There's now there's traffic copters. News copter, traffic copters. So they're all circling the area. You're very visible. As tiny as you are with your outfit.
But I don't have a problem with it this time because I was there.
My point is, you're visible, but no one else is there, as far as he can tell.
I say, my team was just here. There's a contaminant aspect, and I stayed behind to see if there's anything that I could do to help.
It's like a contaminant, he's like, it's like a biohazard.
It's giant sewage and anything else. And, that's
well, that's just Midtown. What do you? He's like, that's just downtown. Wow. What do you? So that's not anything new. I'm talking about that thing. Is that thing dead or gone? How do we know it's not going to come back?
You don't.
For fuck's sake.
You don't know if it's going to come back. What I do know is that whatever is going on, it's bigger. It's bigger than what we intended. I'm actually about to.
So then it's a good idea that the cavalry's coming in to clean up.
All the assistants.
So you don't understand. If they show up, you're done. There is no more my team. Not that you're going to jail or anything like that. Although that is a distinct possibility, given the state of mind that the mayor's in right now. However, as far as any investigation, you guys are going to be done. It's just that simple.
I'll call you back.
Wait.
Like, I look around. Is there any EMT and all the emergency services are
in and out.
Okay, so people are already being helped.
People are being assessed. Right. People are being assisted. Yeah.
All right. Is full daylight?
Correct.
Light.
Mm-hmm.
I blink. I'm back at the penthouse.
Okay.
So, when I arrive, I look to see where everybody is. I've only been gone. I only stayed behind for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long. So anyone that will give you a sit rep on everyone's position. The only one that no one's talking about is fortune teller, but Noctum, Twitch, and Artemis are in the science lab. The Sage, no one has a 20 on you yet.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna look for Noctum.
where is Fortune Teller? Since he left the room. You're muted.
I'm gonna go.
So
On my-
let me change the question. Since Emerald arrived, picture the way Tony Stark arrives at the Avengers Tower in the first in Age of Ultron. So he's arriving there. That's the main reception area. Would you run into Emerald?
Yes.
Okay. So Fortune Teller, you don't need a 20 on Fortune Teller. He's meditating. Or let me not speak for you. Fortune Teller is in the main reception area.
Okay. I know Fortune Teller's pretty is trying to.
He's back in his full regalia.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. I'll check back on him in a second because I know he was injured. No,
he doesn't seem injured, and it's only because you can't see his body now.
right, of course. No, but I realized that was him bursting into flames, though.
Yes,
Want to check on him when I come back.
The only reason why I say it is because if you're going to have any social interaction, now's the time.
Right. No, I'm gonna. Okay, so, I stop. Darling, are you okay? You looked worse for wear when I came out of the sewer before Noctum rescued you.
I'm fine. I'm gonna pull out the picture that I got from the kid's room.
Okay.
I might have something.
Okay.
Give me a couple of minutes. Let me see what I could come up with. See, maybe we could find this one.
Whatever you can do, sweetheart. We need it. Said, I'm gonna go find Noctum. I'll reconvene with you in a second. And then I head to the science lab. That's where Noctum and Twitch are. Right?
Is there anything else, Fortune Teller?
Yeah, I'm gonna do object read on that photo.
Okay, so that's separate. I'm talking about
No.
socially. Okay, so he heads to the elevator. She heads to the elevator, heads down. You get to the science lab. Everyone's busy working. Familiar smell from the location, not as tense, not as intense, but a brooding Sage as they're all deep in conversation. Go.
All right. Where's Noctum?
They're all together, and like I said, they're all having a conversation.
And
just at the point where Noctum's irritability can be heard over the din. So the way that the way that the time dilation is, because you weren't gone that long. You're at the everyone seems to be coming at the tail end of conversations. This is where Noctum is telling everybody to stop and that he's making arrangements.
Okay. I said, I was just asked by the deputy mayor what we need to finish this case, since we're now down to the last 50 minutes to an hour to try to find these children, or find these missing kids. But the cavalry's coming, GSTF, National Guard, all of it. If they come in, we're person non grata at that end, and they won't allow us to operate. What do we need? What do we have?
They won't let us operate with them or operate on our own, because I mean,
at the moment it would be we would not be able to operate as independents.
We can always act as an independent. I mean, I don't know Shadow runs to to know that fact. They can't stop us from doing anything. We just can't work with them.
We need access to information.
Right, and resources.
Oh, we can borrow those. We got means.
The whole point is we need to have the city be able to trust that we're capable of doing this job. Period.
Well,
And
first,
this is an uphill battle.
Absolutely.
And
I mean,
the mayor has already pegged us as being the patsies for when things go wrong.
Absolutely. I agree.
and so did the bad guys, because they were setting us up in the beginning. It sounded like, not in the beginning, but once we got involved, they saw us as an out.
Well, we were also given the information a lot later and then expected to perform quickly for without being able to really pull together more time. But
Oh no doubt of that. Our Mr. Johnson fucked us good from the beginning. We were set up from the start. I know that. It was just like another Tuesday for me, though. I recognize that when it started.
Regardless, like I said earlier, I'm proud of the work we did, that we've been doing, and I let the mayor know, the deputy mayor know that we've done everything in our power. But if he's offering to help, I need an idea of what I can do to get him to help us quickly, and see what so that way I can give him an answer, because we only have a short period of time.
All right. We need access to law enforcement, traffic cams, security cameras, whatever we can get, so that we can track the movements of those vehicles when they snatched up the kids.
Okay. What I'm gonna do, Lou, is I'm gonna call David again.
Mm-hmm.
Is Sage still in the room?
Yep.
Sage is in the room, yeah.
What kind of access can you get us on the higher end? Satellite?
If I were my Sage of this time, yes. Right now, I'm very limited as to what I can help you with.
Hold on. Why? Why do you believe you're very limited to what you can give us? Think about it. You may not be from this time, but you're still you, with your still credentials. Why are you saying you can't do it if you're still you?
Am I out of character? Apologies. Am I to assume that everybody knows that Sage is not?
Well, everybody knows now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only alluded.
The problem is this:
divulged
the situation has gotten so out of control that they're threatening with bringing in the cavalry. That means this time's GSTF. That means a chance encounter with myself that cannot happen.
So that if you ask for the help now, and we can nip that in the bud from the beginning, then it won't happen.
Understand? You guys are already in hot water as it is.
Oh my God!
If I introduce myself, that'll hang you if this goes south. Understand?
We're already headed.
Not for nothing.
I mean,
like Texas already.
I know that it looks critical, but believe me, you do not want that heat on top of it all. Well, it's already bad enough as it is. Now, we do have information. Now, what I can do is I can use my credentials with the help of your techs in order to gain access. But that'll only give us a short window. So you have to be very specific as to what you're going to do with that information or that access. Because once they see my credentials come up and they know that I'm already on mission, they're going to shut it down and they're going to start asking questions as to why.
I get it.
Okay, so I'm willing to help you guys. That's not the point. I'm looking out for you too. So if you're willing to take that chance, I'm willing to go all in with you guys. But you need to be very specific as to what you're looking for, what you want to find. Try to tie up all these loose ends so we can find those two kids. because right now those 2 kids are contaminated. That's guaranteed. And if the NYPD or anybody else as a civilian finds them first, we're gonna have a hell of a time. So make a choice.
People we have is Ethan. We have Ethan and Lily, right?
Correct.
I know
Yeah,
we
that
have
sounds
Lily.
familiar.
I don't know who the guy is.
The kid is the adopted son.
No.
Is the one that,
No, Lucas was the adopted son of the.
yeah, Lucas is the one that we found.
No, we found Ethan.
We found Ethan.
Oh, Ethan.
Yeah, we found Ethan and
So it's
Lily.
Lucas and the other kid.
Ava, which is the daughter.
So what's your call, Notham and Emerald?
Pull out all the stops is my suggestion.
I contact David, and I give him a call again.
Okay. The phone picks up. I'm sorry.
I lost you. You can't
Sorry
hear anything.
again.
Can't hear anything, Lou.
Can you hear me now?
Can't hear anything.
Hold on.
Is it just me?
Nope.
I don't hear Lou.
Can you hear?
You muted?
I muted myself. I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't want to interrupt you guys, so that's why I muted myself. Okay, so again, the phone rings. Couple of rings. All I hear is, "What the fuck, David? I'm really sorry. I'll be right back." Sick. What? What do you got?
We got squat.
I said, the offer that you made just a few minutes ago, we need any and all access to any and all traffic cameras. What was it? What was the other thing? Malcolm? I'm sorry.
Law enforcement, traffic,
Right.
security.
Any and all aspects of law, access to law enforcement for security cameras, anything that can help us track those kids, because they were actually abducted. And a lot of them were the last 2, if I'm correct, all of them were abducted on video, with the exception of Lily Chen, who we did find. So we need to see.
It's like, all right. So where are they?
Emerald.
Where are they? Are they safe? Can they be returned? Can we get a small win out of this?
Look, Emerald. I'm waving at you. I'm waving you down as you're speaking to him.
Look.
So I approach you, right? So I'm not yelling at the person. And it's not going
Hold on
over
for a
there.
second. I want to pause this. He's not on speaker as far as I can tell.
No, he's not.
No.
Okay.
I don't want the person that's listening on the phone to listen to what I'm telling them.
Gotcha.
Because I'm approaching her.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on 1 second, David. Mute button.
It's like, what the fuck?
Okay. Listen, what we need is all the information, every last bit of the footage that they did not give us, because there's gaps in that footage. Remember, we did get some of it, but not everything. So if we were able to get access to all that information, we may still have a shot to find out, at least get close to the location of the other 2 kids.
Click. David, how quickly can you get this to us?
It's like he's like, Barry's gonna call this number. Give everything you need to him. Do it quickly. And
Okay.
it's like, I'm sorry, ma'am. And then he trails off. I hear fucking shit.
Click. Hang up. Apparently, the mayor's a cunt.
She's always been a cunt. What are you talking about?
Okay. So I'm just waiting for Barry's call.
All right. What in the meantime are you guys doing anything else? I know what. Well, I'm going to not assume. What is everyone else doing currently? I know that, with the exception of Fortune Teller, what are the rest of you guys doing while this is happening?
I'm going to reach back out
To Zabo. Yes.
Zabo.
Okay.
Via the base equipment rather than my own.
Okay.
And let them know that she can reach me here at the base. It'll be easier and less likely to have interference.
Okay. hold off on that. I'm gonna I'll do a small interaction just to confirm that dialogue. For you, Twitch, what if anything are you doing while this is happening?
Well, I was trying to when we started when Noctum this thing was just to go on. I was trying to get from everyone else what do we have left? What do we have on the last two? But then the conversation never got started, so I don't know what to do right now. I'm just like looking around, like so. What can I do to help?
Your diagnostics have indicated that the decontamination. Well, you get a DM that the decontamination of your vehicle has been completed.
All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and order the replacement upholstery because I need that by Thursday.
Of course. Bang Brothers, yeah. So,
but like I said, I trying to say, what can I do? I need help with this, guys. I don't know. Give me something that I can try and look up. Huh?
Twitch, I'll wave you over, and I'll show you the hydrologic bomb that I've been working on.
I got programming, don't I? Yes, I do. I look at it like, wow, dude.
It's extraordinarily complex. It's worthy of some of the corpos that you've gone up against.
Holy crap, dude! Wow, this is beautiful. Damn, man, you gotta teach me. What are we gonna do with it?
Once we're done with this bullshit, I'll be happy to show you. I'm embedding this in our system for the next nosy fuck that comes snooping up.
Oh, that'd be dope. That's a thing of beauty, man. That's scary.
Yeah, I'm hoping that someone comes snooping around again, possibly an AI, as Sage just said. It will find this, and suddenly it will have something on its hands to deal with. That's the idea.
All right.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm now gonna approach the techs, right? And ask for a sit rep on all the information that I've asked of them, being that it was cleared by Emerald and Noctum, so they can give us a report of what they found.
Remind us what you looked for.
The locations of both Eclipse and the other company, the Realtor company, the crossover information as far as who's employed by both. We already got the list of the people that went missing that went onto that AI. So that I'm assuming it was the AI, that project, or it could be the project of the biohazard, the biochemical, the bioengineered stuff that they're doing, because it could be both. And also if there were any pings regarding the infiltration of the systems, if they could trace it back to where the origination point was.
Okay. Most of that information was there was an obvious disruption to any of that fact finding. Once it was zoomed, you're able to get what amounts to, and this is, what was your, by the next game, I'm going to have a clear, we're going to need to come up with a clear org chart of the people that work for you guys that are of note.
I'm working on it.
Okay, so yeah. So it doesn't necessarily have to be down to the janitor. Just the people that are in key positions that you can call on. Like, for instance, your assistant, who would be the lead tech in this particular lab. I gave you his name. I can't remember it.
I have it written down somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know you're talking.
Yeah, it's written down.
So him, any other particular staff that are of note that you guys come to rely on. Say, essentially, your Maria Hills. Now, the corporate breakdown, there's corporate structures, there's a list of board members, all of that I have written down, but I'm not going to go through that. I will send it to you in the Discord. So each one of these, both of those corporations they have a board, they have an executive committee, they have CEO, CFO, COOs. So all of it comes directly from their corporate websites. The corporate offices, they have virtual corporate office. They have a virtual corporate office in three of the continents across the globe. So one in Europe, one in Asia, one in America.
But what I was asking for specifically was actual holdings that they had physically that had both
Understood.
as their owners.
There's a web of at least in New York. There's at least 3 that cross connect. So one you already know. The other 2 they seem to, as they dug deeper, they seem to be shell corps. In other words, they're just moving money. They don't necessarily provide any goods or services.
Okay.
So holding companies is what I'm going at.
Holding companies.
Yes.
Now, out of those, is any one of them in actual use?
What do you mean?
Actual use, like
both of them have filed tax returns over the last.
I mean, physical activity. Like, there's people housed there, people working there.
There's no.
Or is it
like I said, there's a virtual address. That's a virtual address is not a physical address.
No. Again, what I'm asking for is that there's any physical addresses that Matt crossed over in New York.
The only one that had a physical address was the one in Brooklyn.
That was the warehouse, right?
Yes.
No, it was more than that, because wasn't they running the building we found the first chicken? No, they were working there.
Yeah. They didn't own the property, but
no.
Yeah.
I get it.
There's only that one address, the one physical address. And then there's the storage warehouse in Long Island City. And that was the high-end storage. In other words, they cater to fine pieces of art, luxury vehicles for celebrities, for billionaires, rare antiquities that need to be stored in temperature-controlled environments, shit like that.
Oh, that tenant storage. Yeah.
Okay, so have we been to that one yet?
No.
Yeah, we went there.
To the storage place? No.
No, the self-storage, the one that was in Sheepshead Bay?
Yes.
Yeah, we went there.
No, you went to the warehouse.
Yeah, we went to the warehouse by the Hudson. Self-storage number
the
located in Sheepshead Bay, 2 empty lots.
All right, so the storage has got to be the next
storage
spot
is in Long Island City. Sheepshead Bay was where the warehouse was.
So the storage has got to be the next logical spot where they're at. So we need to go there. We might find one more kid, or if not both, but I don't think we're that lucky. So how fast can we get to Long Island City? I know that Emerald can get there in the blink of an eye. So can Noctum, but Noctum has more things to worry about right now. More important stuff than, because if his suit fails, depending on where that happens, where it could be all fucked. So how fast can we physically get there?
Well, my car works. I can get there real quick.
Remember, we had the helicopter.
Yep.
Okay.
Got that.
So
they have multiple vehicles, both terrestrial and aerial.
Yes.
So I can't. I mean, you already have the answers to those questions.
I'll go to Twitch. Twitch. I know your vehicle can get there the fastest, but is your vehicle? Have you prepared your vehicle for any other further cyber attacks?
Yeah,
because we can't have your vehicle getting compromised again.
I don't know what that was about, but it ain't gonna happen again.
So unfortunately, there's no way to guarantee it. Fuck it. All right, so who's on board? Because we need to get there ASAP.
Well, tell me where we're going. I'm
the warehouse. Long Island City. The address is there. It's the only other physical location other than the virtual locations that they have on the web. So this
Well,
is a physical holding.
I can fly us there. You get a proper paramedic team, and whoever we find, they can get treated on the way there. Because I got the facilities, I just don't have the equipment. You guys gotta give me a medic team. Hell, you guys add a couple of guns. Give me a couple of guns, and I can put 2 turrets. We can just rain hell on them as we go in.
Damn.
That would work.
Yeah, you need to change your name to War Crime for real.
Wrong character.
No. Same character. Same character.
No, the other character is the war crime.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna.
So who's on board?
So finish up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So who's on board with this?
I mean, all 4 of you, with the exception of, Artemis had to leave. He's having some health issues right now, so he'll be with us hopefully in the next game. So Artemis is staying back and is not going to be available. So it's just you 4.
So then we're gonna go. We're gonna go.
So, and
Who's we?
yes, yeah, exactly. Who's going to be we?
Well, I gotta drive, so obviously I'm going.
I'll show up when you need me. Just give coordinates.
I'll keep you updated, bro. Who else?
I'll go.
Okay, so there we go. Actually, we're going to need you now because we don't have knocked them.
What that got it? Okay,
The
so
light abilities that she has is going to help us contain them.
we need to definitely.
That's what's going to happen. That's what that is. Because without Noctum, he's been the one to house him inside. But adding one more, we don't know what'll happen. So right now, he needs to deal with those 2 and contain them appropriately, so he can figure out what's going on with his suit. And we need to take care of this 1 or 2 that we may be facing. Now, please, by all means, do not get hit by any of this sludge. Okay, guys? Really, not a good thing. Not a good luck either. So let's go.
Okay.
So I mean, we've got a paramedic team. We're bringing them with us. We bring the medic supplies that we need. The med team is going to have that.
So
like I said, my car has the facility.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm going to ask a question when you're done.
My vehicle has the facilities to house a med team, and to treat anybody that shows up if they got the medicine and stuff for it. It is, because it's literally a giant flying ambulance. Other than that, unless you guys want a vehicle mounted weapons, you provide it, or we could just go. I got a pair of dual link 20mm guns in front, but that's all I got as it comes to weapons. Otherwise, I'm just slamming everything with it. I got a ram prow.
Yeah.
How? What does your medical team comprise of at this location?
Give me a second. I can tell you that for sure.
Okay. While you're working on that, fortune teller. You summon up your ability to blend, to merge with the object, to see its past, future, and present. There are rolls that you need to make. So tell me which one you're doing before you roll it.
I'm doing images.
Using your psychometry, you're doing images. All right, so it's 48 plus 2 per level.
$28.
Okay. Once you pull yourself in and You're standing on a lawn, and there's a person that's snapping photos. It's a little choppy in terms of the way that the image is coming in. Everyone that isn't within 6 feet of you, their faces are completely obscured in shadow. You can occasionally see a glimmer of a face. So say if I had to put an image to it, the way that the people's faces were from The Devil's Advocate. So every once in a while they distort and take on an almost animal or demonic. You're familiar. You have demon and monster lore, correct?
No,
You do not. Okay, so they're just.
but I'm on myself, so
Yeah, they take on monstrous forms as they get near, but not within that 6 foot range. And a lot of people are talking. It seems to be it's you're outdoors. There's a sun overhead that's providing no warmth. The sky is gray. Everything around is gray. There's like a fog of gray that's enveloping most of the architecture. There's a mansion that stands above the fog. You can see the top half of the thatched roof, a section where there's a balcony in the center, and you're standing. You're looking at Mr. Blackwell and his wife, your mother and your adoptive mother and father. And you feel a sense of boredom. You don't want to be here, and you're looking at these people as they're coming in and out and talking. Someone is snapping the picture, and just to the right of the person that's snapping the picture, there's a man that's holding a long cane. It's not a hooked cane, but it's it has like a gold ball at the end of it, and he has a salt and pepper goatee. He's wearing a fedora. He has a linen suit, so he's dressed as if this is the summer. His smile is reminiscent of something that is completely unpleasant. And it has no warmth. It has no joy in it. It's sinister, but it's not demonic like the rest of them. Trying to get more of his features, his smile just goes from, and it just drops, and he lifts up the cane and points it at you. He's saying something with his mouth, but you can't make it out. And then you snap to. Once you snap to, the photo in your hand, it feels a little like the tips of your fingers feel like numb.
okay. So now
Roll perception.
Ten.
All right. All right. Looking at the photograph, and you're like going between your hands, because it's you haven't felt the way you're feeling in a while. All these sensations,
Like my fingertips are numb?
like your fingertips are numb. They have that tingling, like this that pin sensation
When it falls asleep?
Yes, that's it. That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm. And you just, with the photo in your other hand, you just happen to look at the back of the photo. Something was shimmering, and it had disappeared. almost like a what do you call it? Like a reflective material. Yeah, I can't remember. I know there's a name for it, but
Okay. I'm gonna pump another 4 ISP into it.
mhm.
And basically that could give the present can also be glimpsed. And it costs an additional 4.
Okay.
Oh, that for the present 38 plus. All right, let's see if I can get this one. Yep, got it. 30.
All right. Right now, you're where you are, and you're standing facing yourself. You're looking at you're almost frozen. The version of you that you're staring at is frozen. However, there is a shadow that's hanging over everything. So there's lights, and you can see through your goggles. I mean, they're heavily filtered. You can see the lights streaming in from the sun that's coming in over the horizon, because it's still only about 7 a.m. So it's just above the horizon line, the line of the horizon. The shadows are facing the opposite direction, and they're everywhere in this place. At this point, the photo doesn't have anyone but that boy. Everyone that was in that photo is gone, just him. And he's sullen. He was, sarcastically smiling in the picture, but at this point, he's just standing there in his suit, just staring. And everywhere you did, like if you turn the photo to the left, however you're looking at the photo, because you're looking at it from upside down, the eyes seem to be staring at you. And then you come back.
Now, so basically the image, when I do that specific one, this will provide an idea of what his current state of mind, emotion, appearance, dress, general location. That is to say, a bedroom of office, street, outdoor, no address or distance is provided. So general features and so on. Psychic can able to identify a place or person by its features, provide he has seen it before. So
the only thing you've seen before is where you were when you did the first impression. So that's where you're looking at him from that photo, and the other thing that stands out is the length of the shadows.
Okay, so it was that mansion, right?
Yeah.
Now, is that mansion in the photo?
Yes, it's blurred, but it's in the background.
Okay. All right. So I am gonna go to Gotham.
Okay. Make it back to Gotham. The rest of the team is gone. That's the first thing you notice.
Peace at last.
Again, people are looking around like, oh shit, he's back.
But you said everybody's gone and it's just not.
No. The team, meaning Twitch, Emerald, Sage.
Yes. Peace at last.
If you can call it that.
There's a boss who get kicked.
I'm gonna say, knocked him. I think I got a clue.
Turn and look at you. What have you got?
Show him the picture.
Okay.
If we're gonna be able to filter this photo and find out where this house is, I believe he's there. I took this photo from the kid's room when right before I got attacked by whatever creature it was, that lizard water creature.
All right.
Lizard water creature.
Yeah,
So
well, it had a face of a lizard.
I take a look at the picture.
Okay.
And there's also an older gentleman. I described the whole scenario of what happened
Mm-hmm.
in my when I did object read to knock them so he understands what I saw exactly. And he wasn't tied down. He was kind of looking out of a window. In my visions, I saw dark shadows behind him. But the last glimpse of where I feel that he most likely will be is at that house. If we could find that house, we most likely will find him.
All right. Well, we'll look at one of the other texts there. Ted, I need you to run this through image filtering. See if you can isolate that house.
Yes, sir.
Give me a location.
We'll get right on it.
All right. I'm going to just let them be. And go back and just meditate for a little bit more. I said,
Actually, fortune teller before you walk out. Tell her,
yes.
I understand where you're coming from.
I just don't want to see somebody from the team hurt. And believe me, I can handle myself. So if you need help, just let me know. I want to help you and help us get this situation out of our hair. This has become way more than what I think we bargained for.
Yeah, I think it was dropped in our lap because nobody else wanted to touch it, like a hot potato.
Do I hear that, Lou? You know it's laughing right now, right?
Hmm.
And it's not what you have in suspended animation. It's the other thing.
Yeah, no, there's something. It recently betrayed me. All right. All right. Carry on, Tyler.
All right, let me know when you got something, and then I'll get on the road.
Copy.
So Lou, what I'll do is I'll just go into meditation, trying to regain as much as I can.
Are you staying in the room or are you leaving?
I'll just sit down in the room
Okay.
because with my goggles, nobody knows if I'm asleep or anything like that. I'm just
So you're basically Thor in Endgame. He's like, I think he's dead. It's like, is he asleep? No. I kind of think he's dead. Okay. Knocked him. The call gets routed. Go for Zabo. So
Lieutenant,
yep.
you'll be able to reach me here at the base, or they can route through to me.
Copy that. It's like,
Some
it's like,
extraneous issues with
so we the fabrication's been complete. We're just running through some tests. We have an ETA of about 15 minutes.
copy.
That-
At Fort Hamilton, right?
I'm sorry, say that again.
At Fort Hamilton, right?
Affirmative.
See you then.
Copy that. Zero out.
Disconnect.
Okay.
Set my watch for the 15-minute countdown.
Gotcha. All right. Group B. Long Island City is in range. You see the structure. It's extraordinarily plain, It has a glass enclosure for reception. There is a one of those curved driveways where they come in, and it seems it has a hotel feel in that there's an overhead awning, and there's a curved driveway. There's even people down at the entrance that's eerily dressed like valets, but they have the company logo. And there's no cars there at the moment. There's a couple of vehicles that are parked in the employee parking. There's a glass enclosure for the reception area. But aside from that, it is a red brick building. It's approximately a half a city block in width, in width, length, and it extends about 4 stories high. This is you guys examining it. I'm giving you this as you're approaching the building. You're able to take this in before you get there. So prior to getting there, is there anything being done? Anything else outside of that?
I'm going to activate my awareness, both observer and spatial. And I'm going to look specifically for any oddities regarding the people that I'm seeing.
What was the range? What was the range of that?
Line of sight.
Okay.
So what I'm looking specifically is if they move like military, if they got any weapons on them, like guns.
The 2 guys up front?
Stuff out of the ordinary. No, I'm talking about just everybody in general that I'm viewing right now.
Okay.
How they're moving.
You don't see any military presence, any security outside of the building? Just those 2 guys out front.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's just those 2 guys up front, I'm looking to see if I can can see any weapons on them, like guns. If they're supposed to be valet, they're,
Okay,
I want to see how they're moving.
I will say this. Using your advanced optics, the advanced optics that Twitch would have on his vehicle, you notice that they're dressed in the way that they're dressed. There is a strong possibility for concealed weapons.
Okay. So taking that into account,
and they're both in their late 30s, and a job like this, and they're both in their late 30s, and let me go through the whole description. So they're both in their late 30s, white males, approximately 6 foot to 6'2". You estimate their weight at 210 to 220 pounds between each. They seem to be. They're very well. They're in shape. You could guess that they have concealed weapons, but there's something. They're off.
I mean, with my training, can I see the fact that they do have concealed weapons? Let's put it like that.
You don't see them, but there's a strong possibility that they have. So your training belies what you're looking at. They don't read. They're not valets. You can see that.
Okay, so I let them know. Look, these guys are trained. They probably have concealed weapons. So how do you want to approach this, Emerald? I'm also looking for surveillance cameras, the whole works. Put it like that. I'm looking as we're entering, depending on what Emerald does the audible. I'm literally scoping the entirety of that area.
All right, I'm gonna stop here, and I'm going to ask, how are you guys approaching? Because I'm just assuming you're flying in. I don't want to assume that. So
how far away from me? Sorry.
I'm going to ask Twitch that question because he's the one driving, but you guys can work around that as well. Height,
I
because
mean-
remember it's full daylight. There's a couple of nimbus clouds, but it's not cloudy. There's no cover, and in any way that you come in from the sky, it's going to be visible, unless you're coming. The approach that you're taking is taking you directly to their front door. How about that? You need
Okay.
to tell me how fast, how high. You were getting there fast, so that's not a question. The information I'm giving you, say within a minute, you'll be at their doorstep. So you're far enough away that your telescopic equipment is able to pick this up for all of you to see, and for Sage to suss out with his training.
Okay, so that's
And
my
how many
point.
people are out front?
2.
2.
So that's what my point was, Lou. Before you go to Twitch to find out how far away and what angle we're coming.
There's security there. There is.
Yeah,
There
with-
are.
with the-
Go ahead.
With the optics
Yep.
and my ability, I'm trying to scope out the layout so that way we can come in as undetected as possible.
Which is
Even if
which
we
is
have
why
to-
I had to backtrack to get that to get a better understanding of how you guys are approaching. Because again, we go back to we're gonna go. I need to know how you're doing it so that I can give you a better description of what you're seeing as you approach. So what you're seeing is what his equipment can give you. You do. There is security. It is state of the art. State of the art in the sense that, well, you to a lesser degree, but certainly Twitch would be able to tell that this isn't some black and white, station.
Money was spent here.
Yeah, money was spent here.
Okay. So I may not be familiar with the type of security that it might be, like a name and brand and stuff like that, but I know that it is not something that where I can break
Yeah,
in
it's
with.
it's not a U-Haul warehouse.
Yeah, so I immediately tell them, listen, this security is far more sophisticated than it should be, and those two guys are not quite right to be valet. So how do you want to approach this, Emerald?
You still have to find a way to do some kind of stealthy recon, right? To assess if there's an entrance or we can visibly see anybody being held. We got lucky last time with the warehouse. I was able to get close enough because there was big ass bay windows. This is a little more difficult. How many stories did you say it was?
4.
4 stories. Windows. Windows visible. Obviously, curtains, no shades,
No
nothing.
windows whatsoever.
No windows whatsoever. Okay. And okay, so how far did you say we were with Twitch? Did Twitch tell you how far away we are?
Let's just say,
Twitch-
what is the?
Twitch can get a word out.
I was just gonna ask Twitch, what is the range of your equipment to be able to view this as you're approaching?
View was telescopic.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you give me what I just described, but with your equipment, how quickly or how far away would you need to be in order to even give him this information right? Like as you're approaching. You know what I'm saying?
So, because I've been trying since you asked,
No.
and
I
they
get you.
won't let me talk. What I was trying to say is, when our way there, when we get to be about halfway, I was gonna send Birdie ahead, scout out,
Mm-hmm.
and to scope out the building. Birdie and the car both have the same optics and the same advanced sight suite. So before we get there, Birdie would have gotten a 3D image of the building.
Okay.
Birdie does have stealth, so if you want me to roll stealth, I roll stealth. But he would have sent back the pictures that they're looking for.
Okay. So 3D image of the internal structure.
No, it'll be a 3D scan of the external structure.
external,
While
okay.
Birdie is there, he does have the electronic Warfare suite. So let me see. He has computer programming and computer operation.
Mm-hmm.
So he can attempt to hack into the cameras that are there
Okay.
to get more information, to see inside. And if he can get into the cameras and he has an opportunity to get into the network, he can probably see the internal structure of the building and send that back also.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have gave him time. I would have adjusted the speed of the vehicle to give Birdie time to get there and do that before we got there.
Okay.
All right. So Birdie flies at 100 miles per hour.
All right.
Now, I have a question.
Yep.
With you sending Birdie out, would we still be able to see with your range the building?
With Birdie being sent out, you can see everything that Birdie sees first, and
On the
with
monitor.
him, you'll be closer. So
Oh,
everything
okay.
everything he tells you now, you could have learned that before we were but by the time we're halfway to the
I
building.
mean, I would have seen it a lot closer, but there's specifics that I'm looking for that Lou knows. Can I get that detail with Birdie being that close?
It's the exact same optics, so yes. And if Birdie gets into the cameras, even better, because then he can
Okay.
show you everything that he shows you even closer, because you'll be seeing it from the inside.
All right, so then
It's
you're
not-
aware.
So
You're
what
also
I'm not aware of anything until Lou tells me that I gotta make this roll, and then I gotta pass the roll so you can actually see it.
Right.
So let
No,
Lou tell me that.
what I'm saying is you're aware of the security system.
I'll be aware the second he lets me know
Yeah,
that.
so for the everything that's external, you have that information. So Birdie's going to be able to do that. Now, as far as the stealth is concerned, you can go ahead and roll that
Well, his stealth
as
is
as it approaches.
and he has the black ball paint, so it'll be 80 plus. I'm an idiot. Where's the fucking die roller at? Here it is. 100. The black ball paint. So the black ball paint only it helps with optics.
Mm-hmm.
So that's only like +5.
Okay.
And he has +20 against electronics. So,
you talking about detection?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll them both. Right. So the first one is +20. That's against electronic detection.
Okay.
He has a 57. And then this is against visual, which is only +5.
What you're
That's
calculating? You're calculating what the base rolls are, correct?
Yeah. So he has a 80%.
Okay. For the stealth.
Okay. So the first roll is electronic. So he had roll 57, which is under 80,
Mm-hmm.
and he got a 57%.
Why are you adding the 20 to the roll?
Because the black ball paint gives him +20 against electronics.
It's
which
an
Luke
additional.
stood.
That's fine.
No. Hold on.
Oh,
The 20 is supposed to be to the base, not to your roll, because that would make you go over the base.
fine. So then his base is 80. So but +20 is 100. Lou knows what I'm doing. He understands.
No, I think what he means is it would subtract from that roll. So the actual roll would be a 17.
Fine.
That's my point.
If you want to do it that way, yeah.
Either way.
The other way.
Yeah.
Either way, it works.
Either way, it's fine.
So he got a 17 for that one, and then the other row he
He's
got
a 42.
A 42.
Right.
So visually he got the 42 stealth, and electronically he has a 17 stealth.
Okay.
All right. So what's the? I know hacking has a what? A minus 20 or minus 30.
We'll send a minus 25 on this roll.
All right.
We'll
So
give you an average.
let's see what this thing was. So his computer programming is that's Birdie. That's boom boom. The computer programming is a 90. You said a minus 25.
Yep, 75. So 75 or better.
75 or better.
Under 75, excuse me.
Right. You got a 69,
Okay.
which is the best number in the world.
Bye.
It's better
Okay.
than a 1.
Yeah, definitely better than 1. There, the crossing the rooftop you can see is wired with is littered with sensors, motion, pressure. You can see the where they would be, the panels, the way that it's set up. Once he enters into their mainframe, every floor has its own level of has a level of security, and there are at least 4 subfloors in this place. So 4 above, 4 below. The subfloors, they have a different encryption. So he would have to, you would have to push Birdie to make a separate roll, and that's going to be even more difficult. The upper floors, there's a manifest of varying equipments, not equipments, but like I described before, it's high-end goods that are in secure environments for businesses, for foreign entities, for celebrities. As far as anything outside of that manifest, everything else is under a different firewall, and that is everything below the main floor.
All right. So they see that. I projected up on the inside of the ship. So they see all that
at
information.
least 1 million square feet inside this building.
All right. So what I'm gonna do next is, I'm not gonna do the obvious and try and hack into each one of those firewalls. I'm gonna hack into their security room and access their cameras so I can see what's in the lower floors.
Okay, do that with a -40.
-40.
Yes.
So Birdie got a 50.
That makes it.
He got a 66. Now, could I feel that this is important. So can I do a reroll?
You can
I do
use
a hero roll?
You can use a hero point. Yes.
51. Son of a bitch.
Okay. So both rolls yield nothing. On the second attempt, Birdie disconnects because there was a firewall alarm that was tripped.
Okay. So I tell these guys, we got a choice now. We can go hard. Actually, there's no choice. If we want to know what's down there, and these kids are in here, they're gonna probably be in the lower levels. So either we go hard or we don't. If we're gonna go hard, let me know right now. I will start the EM and block all their comms. That way the cops can't come save them. And I just run right through the freaking front door, and you guys can try to head downstairs.
Sounds good to me.
All right, we're doing it. So
we're out of time. Let's do it.
Yo, so Birdie has advanced electronic combat like I do. We're both gonna put up. I'm gonna start the jam from out here, and I have Birdie start the jam from where he's at. And we're gonna block all comms. Only our comms are gonna work.
All right. Just as you were blocking the comms, the two in the front, you could see them reaching for their earpieces.
They can reach for it. I'm gonna ram them.
Essentially, they pull that coil out from their ear, and see you on approach, and the choice between fight or flight, they're stuck in mid-flight, and then you ram right through it, and they both jump out of the way. Yep. You crash into the lobby.
Go into the lobby, and what I'll do is when I hit the ground onto the lobby, in the lobby, I'm gonna turn the vehicle so that the right side door, the right side bay door that opens, is up against the elevator shaft, up against the elevators. That's
what I will say is your optics as you're coming in. There was a woman. She was probably in her 20s, sitting behind the desk, frozen as you crashed in. And
okay, so this is what I'm gonna do then. So if you told me she sits there,
yes,
right? Because I'm not the complete asshole that you make me believe to be.
I didn't say nothing. I'm just pointing out.
But I'm gonna open the doors after we get in, and I'm gonna tell Emmy, catch her. You got one chance. Catch her in the force field. Otherwise, she's paced.
I do that.
All right. So this is going to be a timed roll, and I'm going to have you both roll it. This is going to be a 20-sided roll. you can add any prowess bonuses that you have, Emerald,
Okay.
in order to time this correctly.
Okay.
So
Would that be a parry or would it be a parry roll?
it's going to be a strike roll.
Strike roll. Okay.
So both of you would roll a strike roll.
Okay.
Because I'm in my mech, can I add my bonuses for the Neuralink and everything?
Sure.
Let me know when you're ready.
We're at 6.
How about what I'm gonna say to you is that your bonuses subtract from your roll, which would give Emerald a better chance in order to make his strike roll above yours. That makes sense? So whatever you roll, add your bonus, and it subtracts from that base roll, from that natural roll.
All right.
All right, so you rolled an 11 minus 7, that's 4. So Emerald, roll over a 4. The only thing that can screw you up is a 1.
He rolled a 5. Can you get any closer to fuck?
Okay.
Wow.
So just, you time it, you envelop her, she screams, gets hit, and flies, but is otherwise unharmed. The entrance to this place, it's pretty standard storefront. You have some nothing is where it was when you crashed through. There is an elevator to your right where you placed your doors exactly where you intended, where the elevator is. So you can hear the guys shooting, but they can't get past your vehicle because it's blocking the entrance. So it's like, stop! It's like, I know I have the sound effect. I don't even know why I'm doing that with my mouth. What the fuck?
Pew,
Pew,
Because of the originality.
pew.
Dude, in Starfield, this is character named Barrett. He does that in the middle of a gunfight.
Shut up.
He'll pull out
No,
his
he
shotgun, go pew pew pew
doesn't.
pew.
Oh,
I'm like,
my
what the hell?
Lord.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. Okay.
So, dude,
Yeah.
man. No, yeah, I do it. I let Boom Boom go at them.
Okay. So he comes out. What the fuck is that? Shoot it! Shoot it! So they're going back and forth. We don't need to do the combat for that. Walk me through what you guys are doing now.
Well, my crash, hopefully, with the doors open, reached the elevator doors. So what I'm gonna do is.
What do you mean? Like you intended on smashing the elevator doors?
So we can get in, yeah.
Okay. Your intent?
No. Don't smash the elevator doors.
It's too late for that now. That was his intent.
Why
That's what
not?
happens.
That was my intent, so we can get in there fast.
Mm-hmm. So
otherwise, why not smash them?
you smash. There's 2 elevators. The one to your immediate right, that one is completely smashed into where the bottom is. It's caved in. The second one, you would need to pry the doors open, but you at least have one set of doors that you can easily bypass.
Okay. Yo, so
Now
get up.
now the alarm is like the alarm is going off.
It go off. It's not sending nobody. We got that gem.
That's fine.
I'm gonna grab my shotgun. I'm gonna grab my shotgun.
Mhm.
I got my pistol, my knife. I'm in my suit. I go to the elevator that's beat up. Do I see the cable over it?
Yeah, of course.
So the cable that's over it, I shoot the cables to make the elevator fall down because that's destroyed and no good to us.
Okay.
Drop the elevator, rope and rappel.
That is what Twitch is getting ready to do. Emerald.
All right.
Shotgun got breach rounds. They're used to break open doors and shit like that.
Yeah, man.
And
We have a wild man on the team.
I'm not wild.
I'm
I'm
tall
talking.
for the tall building. I'm
Yeah. His
Yo,
new
this-
name is War Crime. Yeah.
This shadow run just became hot. We got to get in and get those guys, right? And we only got about an hour. So we got less than an hour now because we had to fly here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So no, we ain't got no time. I mean, if I'm gonna take shit for the whole freaking city, for the whole city of New York of all places. Because the city of New York in my place is important as fuck.
That's
For all places, you know, to go to hell because of some fucking virus, and they want to pin it on me. It ain't gonna happen.
That's true. As of right now, you are about 30 minutes out.
So I'm going down the elevator shaft. I blast the freaking cables above, and I go down the elevator shaft. If y'all come.
No, I'm right behind you.
Yo,
Are we together? Are we together?
Yeah.
No,
We'll go. I'm rappelling down the elevator shaft.
I can.
Hold
I can fly.
on. One thing at a time. Let's go to Sage is like, wait a minute, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Munching his panties or something.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I am nimbly going through the lobby, just making sure I'm aware of everything around us.
Mm-hmm. Just so that we're clear, we already discussed your observer awareness and how long it takes for you to acclimate to your surroundings. So just keep that in mind.
Yes.
I'm also keeping it in mind, and I'm not going to discard it, but the timing of what you're doing and how you're doing it is going to be a factor. Just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I understand that. But the thing is that we're also going in blind. That's a problem.
I didn't say otherwise. That's just what you guys, this is where you are, just so that we're clear about your awareness and how long it's going to take for you to acclimate. Outside of that, you're free to do whatever you want.
And I understand that. So, all right. So being that they did that, taking the moment in order to observe everything in the area, making my way over towards the elevator, being that.
Yep. And just in that moment, you can hear the shotgun. And then the snap of the cable. And then the sudden crash of the elevator.
Okay.
Well, not sudden, but you get what I'm saying. Within a few seconds. Boom.
Lou, going over the information that Birdie gleaned.
Yeah.
Which floor below us seems the most heavily guarded, electronic wise?
Couldn't get that far.
Couldn't get that far?
No. Those initial the initial 2 hacking attempts, that's as far as he got.
That's as far as he got?
Yeah.
All right.
So you are in fact going in blind, at least to the lower levels.
So I tell M, there's 4 floors underneath. Which one you want to try first?
Let's do it by the numbers. There's 4.
We ain't got time. We got 1 out of 4, so we got a 25% chance to get it right. Just pick
All
one.
right. I picked 2.
So we'll go to the second one. I'm gonna go down to the second one. Open the doors.
Yeah, I'm assuming
I might be able to. I might be able to check faster.
Go ahead if you can.
But all the doors are closed, correct?
Correct.
All right, so
I can't answer that question because you're still in the lobby.
Right. No, I didn't follow behind. I followed behind.
We haven't gone down yet. I'm just trying to resolve where everyone is in relation to your shooting the cables.
Got it. Got it.
All right.
I thought all of us were together going down the shaft.
You are all together. I just I can't. I don't want any one of you to speak for the other. I'm trying to paint a picture in my own head as to how you're doing it so that I can respond accurately.
Well, this is what I'll say. Because of Twitch's actions, right, where he's basically going gung ho, I'm basically behind him. I'm basically running with him.
Okay.
So whatever we're doing, and I'm basically, I'm in solid form at the moment, but I've got my force field up.
Yep.
To protect, to prevent any possible damage, lobbied against me. So we're going to go down, then we're going to go down.
All right. So essentially, homeboy went, it's a damn fucking ad. Damn it.
Damn.
I gotta record these things as separate tracks. So hold on for a second.
If you put on click, click, boom, I'm gonna kick you.
No.
Oh,
PT?
God.
I love it.
All right, that's enough of that.
You fucking idiot.
All
All right,
right, so the
have
decision
these two
between
guys
the
determined what they're
decision
doing?
between Twitch and Emerald is to hit the second floor. You don't have to concur or deny or even integrate your plans with them unless you choose to. But they're
Right.
still discussing it before they breach. What are you doing?
All right, so what I'm doing is, guys, why don't we check the security cams?
What security cams?
There should be some in the front lobby, wouldn't it?
There were.
Took out the desk, dude. Oh wait, we took out the desk. I get Birdie to plug into the wires that are there.
Okay.
He should be able to access all the cameras from the inside now. He has to worry about the firewalls. He's inside the network.
Yes and no.
And no.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would have to require a hacking roll.
Correct.
Okay. What do you got to roll?
Same roll as before.
Isn't it better because he's now he's in the he's inside the network?
Yeah. What did I say? It was 30
40.
40. All right. So let's bring it down to a 25.
So
Negative 25. So
negative 25 from 90.
98.
75.
From 95, that's 70 or better. 70 or less.
For the love of fuck.
And he rolled a 75.
And I rolled a freaking 75.
So the system is now locked down.
Damn it.
Third attempt. The system is locked.
Nice.
Well, that's that. It's fate's just against me.
All right, so wait. Shit. Should have thought of that before we left.
Quickly, what?
Because if they gave us the information about this this place, as a matter of fact, look at the information that they provide us, because I'm pretty sure they gave us something digitally, and take a look at the schematics of the building, because I'm pretty sure they would have done that to be thorough. So look through it and then see
who are we talking about?
Yeah.
You talking about the text at your science
Yes.
lab? They did not give you the schematics. They couldn't get that.
Unless you're talking about the mayor and their people.
No, and you didn't have time to get that from them either.
So then.
Nor did you ask for that.
So floor 2 you said, right?
Yes.
All right, floor 2 it is.
All right. All right, so I'm going to go to the lowest level. I'm going to go to 4.
All right. You repel the floor. There's 2 and 4. Floors 2 and 4. Great. Moving back over to the other group. Apologize for the delay. Noctum. There's the call from Ms. Zabel is that the trucks are ready to go. One is firing up right now. The other one is cycling through its final checks, but they anticipated being ready by in T-minus 5 minutes. Just then, what's the name of your assistant?
Kim,
Who?
hold on a second. I'm actually working on that right now.
He said, I heard that.
Tim Stone.
All right. So Tim, he's like, sir, we have a hit on facial rec. I can't believe it.
Show me.
So he pulls it up on the main viewer. It's a video camera. It's a security camera right outside Times Square. You know where the ticket one is? I can't remember what that's called.
Yeah, TKTS. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
the right there, and it's the Starkwell boy. It's Lucas Morrison.
And he's
and
just out there.
he has a hood up. He's dressed. He's dressed almost like a homeless person, and he's just looking around. His eyes are. It's not 4K. It's not black and white, but it's at a distance, so they can. And he said, oh, "I'm gonna try to enhance this." He says, "That's him. That's him." So they're enhancing it, and his face is gaunt. His eyes are black, as if he's lost some sleep, and you can see these black veins in his face.
Oh,
And he's
shit.
just like looking around, and he's not angry. He seems extraordinarily sad, like melancholy, like just like.
Lou?
Yeah.
I'm porting to Times Square.
Okay. So for you, fortune teller, you're still holding the no, you're not holding the picture, but you're that tingling sensation is coming back into your fingers. Your danger sense is hit hard. In that moment, it's almost as if you're pulled back into the astral plane. You're not, but your perception is altered. You're back in that moment where the shadows turn a different way, and you can feel something turn, like your head turns in a direction where you can see over the horizon, because you're in the penthouse and has 360 view. You're looking downtown, and there's this. In your mind's eye, there's this plume of like a black column of energy just immediately swirl up from the ground and into the sky, and it starts spreading, a la Ghostbusters. It starts spreading and darkening the sky. However, it's not actually doing that. It's just what you're seeing, and you can feel that same cold feeling that you felt when you encountered the shadow.
All right, Lou. I'm gonna put my force field up.
Okay.
It's the first thing I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna say, if who's in charge here if Noctum is not here?
That would be Tim Stone.
Is he there?
He's in the science lab. And that's 2 floors down. 3 floors down, excuse me.
Okay. Who could get in touch with Tim Stone?
Midodrine and
It's like,
Vexilladine.
you should be able to reach him on comm, sir.
So I'm gonna hit on the comm.
Mm-hmm.
And it, Mr. Stone.
It's like, yeah, 1 second, Mr. Teller. Sir, I think we have something on facial rec. Show me. You can hear Noctum. It's like he's in 40 seconds. He's down. He's in Times Square. What?
Now, is that the same kid that was in the photo?
Midodrine.
I'm sorry?
Is that the same kid in the photo?
Well, you're not seeing what he's seeing. You're just on comms. So you're hearing what
Okay.
they're talking about. He's like, I think that's the Starkwell kid.
Noctum. Is Noctum still here?
Yeah, this is, again, we're time overlapping. So, Noctum, you can respond.
All right. I'm about to jump out now.
Noctum, something spreading in the sky.
Well, I'm getting the Starkwell kid before he.
Whatever it is it's coming from the ground, coming up into the sky. We're gonna have to put this place on lockdown.
It already is.
So, get if he's already leaving, I can't. Now I'm in the same room where he's at, and he's about to teleport.
No, he's in the science lab, 3 floors down. You're talking.
Remember, I said I was right there with him.
Fuck yeah,
You
you did. So everything that I just described, you don't see, but it's there. That's what happens.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
So-
let me fix it so that you do see it in your mind's eye. You're back in the penthouse. You're staring at yourself, and your vision just turns. And instead of looking at the photo, you're looking at that scene as it evolves. It pulls you back, and then you talk to
Like,
Noctum.
is it like a stream coming up and then it spreads like a swarm almost? Like swarming?
It takes on multiple phases in the sense that it's a column of black light, like just pure black light that hits. Once it hits the sky, it starts spreading. Not in a cloud, but like a fog in every direction, like tendrils, like an open hand.
What I exactly see is I'm going to tell Noctum.
Okay. Does that?
I am gonna look at my time.
Mhm.
What is the time right now? Where are we at? How far to that exact moment when they said that they were gonna let it loose?
Maybe about 3 or 4 minutes.
I said, Noctum, if you go out there, you might not come back.
It's a risk I'll have to take.
You're gonna have to snatch him and come right back.
That's already the plan. In fact, I'm going to Fort Hamilton.
All right. So I'm gonna say, you said, Miss, said that thing really is having pleasure in your demise if something was to happen to you. So I hope everything goes good on your side.
Noctum phases out. Your intent was to arrive right next to him to grab him. However, when you arrive, you're maybe about 40 yards away. Completely unintentional, completely way off of where your equipment was supposed to put you. You're disoriented in that this is not supposed to happen, and it hasn't never happened. When you do, you see him, and he immediately turns to your direction, and that sullen look, he just smiles. Just that the smile you gave me. You guys have, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Smile.
Yeah.
But he gives you that look and explodes. As he explodes, dust just shoots in every direction. He's like, clothes just fall to the ground, and he flies it just in every direction, just like a plume of that gray dust. People start screaming that are in his media. So you're talking to 7 a.m., but it's still Times Square, so it's not super packed, but there are people there. And they start running in all directions, but those that are caught in the immediate vicinity, they fall over. You feel this is what you're seeing.
Right.
So you still have control. I'm not saying that you don't, but this is the immediate impact of you showing up. And that small millisecond, that small moment of disorientation when you turn to see him, and he just takes that moment and just throws his hands up and after the smile and explodes into dust.
All right. I'm going to use Shadow Cloak to maximize my coverage and basically descend on the people on the street.
Okay.
That have fallen down and scoop them in. Scoop them into my void
because
before anything even starts.
There's approximately 8 that were in his immediate vicinity.
Right. Well, I'm actually floating, so I can move around pretty quickly. I can cover I can cover a good amount of distance easy.
Okay. Well, no, I'm not disputing that. The distance between where you are and where he is, you can cover that relatively quickly. And they get hit with this dust, and it has that same immediate effect. But for them, it's just that monsterization is happening instantaneously. I'm assuming you're pulling them into your void.
Yes, I am.
Okay. You pull all 8, but there are still tons of people. Again, it's not in line with what I was just saying, but in the sense of can you pull everyone? Because this dust is going in every direction.
Mm.
Question. And now there's the issue of you.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Because it's touching you, and as you're touching them, you're flying. It's just a cloud of dust, and you're going right through it. You can feel it's having a strange interaction with your shadow power, with your harness. Not so much your harness, but the effect that your harness is giving you. The ability is it's transferring onto you. It's almost allowing you to do it. It's giving you a sense of it's like being on cocaine and 10 Red Bulls. It's just, like the influx of energy that you shouldn't have because it's still daylight and you're using your shadow powers. So technically, your powers should be muted somewhat.
Right.
So you grab them, and that monsterization is happening to your shadow form, not you, to your shadow form. Now
Okay.
you can start hearing. And you think it's in your comms at first, but it's in both ears. It's in your head now.
All right. I'm quickly analyzing the situation as far as the crowd is concerned. I know I got those immediate 8 people.
Everyone else is running. No one's just standing there. It's essentially like an M80 sound as it explodes.
All right.
So that sends people running in every direction. The ones in the immediate impact zone, they had no chance.
Right. So from here, I send a quick burst transmission to Tim, reporting to Fort Hamilton. I'll be out of contact.
Sir,
And that's where I'm going. It's going to probably take a couple of jumps and some flight in between jumps, but I'm heading to Fort Hamilton.
Okay. He's like, yes, sir. What do you need for us to do?
Let Em and the rest know what happened in Times Square.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Am I hearing this, Lou?
Yeah, that's on comms.
Now, I'm gonna. What was it, Scott? Right?
Tim
Scott.
No, Tim Scott is a senator.
Yes.
This guy, his name is Tim Stone.
Tim Stone. All right. It's Tim Stone. Mr. Stone, do you have access to a camera from the top of the penthouse?
We're kind of busy, Mr. Teller.
You're gonna need. I need visualization right now.
Of course. Passing it through.
I want to see what do I see it now? Like, do I see the spread coming up?
No. But you don't see it in the sense of a physical display. It's almost as if this light is transposing itself from your power. Like your power is manifesting this vision. It's almost an extended version of your psychometry.
Stone,
Yes.
do you want to live for the next day?
Fuck.
Wow.
What?
Listen to me. I'm not threatening you, but I want to save everyone in this penthouse, in this establishment right now.
Like, are we under attack?
Yes. All of us, humankind right now.
Lock down the building, kill everyone. No.
It basically the things that Noctum is holding has some type of disease, some contagion, and it's spreading right now. And if it comes in contact with anyone, you will be contaminated.
So what do we do?
Any hazmat suits that we have on the facility right now, go get them and have people put them on.
So we don't have enough for
Breathing
the
apparatus.
we don't have enough for the entire staff. So
There must be a room where you could lock yourselves in, and you could be able to communicate from that room.
We can. I'll gather everybody from and try to fit them into the clean room, but I don't think that's going to be enough. So I'll distribute the suits. I'll distribute the suits to the essential personnel, and then everybody else evacuate into the clean room.
Yes, and just I know I sound way I say things I sound weird, but this is all for the best of you. Right now, people are gonna be dying, and they're gonna be, and then when they die, they spread it, and it's gonna become airborne. I can see it already. So I'm gonna let Emerald and Sage know about my vision of what I saw. And I guess we already heard that Noctum's going straight over to the fort. Okay. So I'm gonna let them know. I don't know how much time you have left where you're at, but it's already becoming airborne.
Oh, damn.
I've have everybody going into the clean room, as many as that can fit, and the other ones are gonna have hazmat suits, but I don't know if we have enough to protect everybody here.
Understood. Yep. Yeah. We'll put that plan in action. What about you, sir?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Okay, go fuck yourself. No, okay, he doesn't say that.
I'm gonna just set him on fire.
All right. So coming back to the other group, you go to 2. I'm going to 4. Like, I'm going to 4. We're going to 2. Emergency alert. Base to it's a penthouse to Noctum. Penthouse to Emerald. Come in, Emerald.
This end.
He's like, I'm sending you a live footage, and we have a level 4 hazmat situation, and sends you the footage, and you can see Noctum. You can see you can see the kid. You see the explosion, and by explosion, I don't mean like a wide swath. What I'm talking about is it's essentially what could constitute a smoke grenade. Okay.
Okay.
So to give you some context and perspective, so everyone in that immediate, yes, it's not a mushroom cloud. So everyone in that immediate vicinity, they were caught in the initial blast. He positioned himself in a group of tourists that were he positioned himself in a group of folks that were in the process of putting on their what do you call it, their Times Square gear in order to scam people out of picture money. So they were there, then a couple of other folks that were there, a couple of children, so all told 8. Then Noctum shows up and grabs all of them. As he's doing that, the smoke itself doesn't spread from that position. What it does, it coalesces around Noctum as he disappears. Once he disappears, all the smoke is gone.
Did he take the smoke with him?
That's what it looks like.
Holy shit.
That's not good.
No.
That's not good at all.
And that's where we're going to end things today. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. For Artemis, Crimson Sage, Fortune Teller, Emerald, Twitch, and Noctum, I am DM Discretion. This has been fun for me.
Oh.